What's up, Ragin Nation? My name is Alex Yu, and you're watching another episode of Twitter Tuesdays. Twitter Tuesdays is a web series where I just answer all your questions on camera every Tuesdays. And of course, this episode is called Twitter Tuesdays because you tweet me all the questions. All you gotta do is follow me at Ragin Nation on Twitter, and then I will answer all your questions on camera. So in no particular order, here are the questions from the Ragin Nation. Ravage asked me, do you like Justin Bieber? Be honest, I don't hate Justin Bieber, nor do I really like him. I'm kind of neutral, in fact. And the reason why is because I've only heard one song, but on the other hand, I think he is a really good kid. What I mean by that is that he's been contributing to worthy causes. He's been donating to organizations and charities. He spent his time to make positive things happen to some people who are less fortunate. Things like that. And I think that his story is kind of inspirational, and that is him being discovered on YouTube. So I don't have any reason at all to not like Justin Bieber. I think he's a really good kid, and I'd have to say that I like him. The thing is that I've only listened to one of his songs. So as a person, yes, I like him. As an artist, I can't really say. Bin Nguyen asked me, Striker Prime or Jetwing Prime? Which do you think is the best? I would have to say Striker Prime, just because I love the way he looks so aggressive with the new paint job, the darker gray combined with the lighter gray. That paint job actually redefines his whole persona. Because before Striker Prime, we've seen two versions of Optimus Prime, and that is with the chrome paint job from Buster Prime and the standard paint job, which is no paint job at all. It's just gray plastic, right? And by having something in between, it really shows that this is a more like stronger version of himself, and that's the reason why I like him. Jetwing Prime makes Optimus Prime great, but only because of the jetpacks, and it is a great thing. But I think the gun combined with the shield in Striker Prime, that's what makes Optimus Prime just look so much more mean. I have both, I like them both, but I would say Striker Prime is #1 for me. Geekerd123 asked me, your favorite Marvel movies in order leading up to the Avengers. I've actually thought about it and made my list from least favorite to most favorite. 2003's Hulk, that's the one directed by Ang Lee. The next one is Captain America. Next on my list is The Incredible Hulk, followed by Iron Man 2, and then Thor, and the first is Iron Man. So after all this build-up, I'm really excited about the Avengers. Matthew Garrett asked me, hey man, how have you been? I've been great. How about you? Andrew Lee asked me, have you ever seen Transformers Prime yet? And what's a video game that you suck at? Transformers Prime, I haven't seen a single episode, and I want to keep it that way until I get the Blu-ray in March. And a video game that I really suck at is, you know, I'm so used to playing arcade style racing games such as Burnout. I can't get used to the handling and driving style of more realistic racing games such as Project Gotham Racing, and also Gran Turismo. It's just too realistic for me. I like the way it looks, the graphics are amazing, but when you're so used to drifting and playing in Burnout, it makes you not used to the realistic style of Project Gotham Racing and Gran Turismo. So I really suck at that. And because of that, I prefer the Burnout series over the Gran Turismo series. What up, I'm awesome asked me, so I applied for 3 fast food restaurants. They said they will email me, but it's been a week. Should I follow up in the store? Yes, you definitely should. The first thing you should do is that you should call them. What you should do is that if you don't talk to the manager directly, or at least not the human resources, then you should definitely leave a message that's directed to the person who does the hiring. If you don't get a call back, call again. The thing is that things can easily be lost in emails, and people can easily ignore emails, but phone calls are less easy to avoid. So definitely call them. If that doesn't work, show up in person, but make sure you know when the manager is working. Jesse Castillo asked me, will Takara versions of Dark of the Moon toys still be created due to the toy line being cancelled? No, they will no longer be created. Actually, the correct term is being produced. They're no longer being produced. The Dark of the Moon line is completely done. They're still available from some retailers that do offer Takara products, but what you see that they have is all they have left because they're no longer being produced. Big Bolt Black X3000 asked me, if you could be any movie, what would it be and what character would you be? You know what? I think I would just want to be an extra on the next Transformers movie, and I'd be a guy with maybe 5 lines of dialogue. That's it. Terrence SLKS asked me, if you are a Transformer, which side are you on and what would you call yourself? I would be an Autobot named Ronin, and my character would be like a samurai style. I'd have a giant sword on my back. What up, I'm awesome asked me, Alex, which alternatives do you have? Will you be reviewing any of them? Who is the GTR, Optimus Prime or Ultra Magnus? I have 2 alternatives. One of them is Cliff Jumper, and the other is Silver Convoy, so a silver version of Optimus Prime. And no, I won't be reviewing them. I, however, will be making a video of me transforming them, but that's it. Thomas O'Hara asked me, once you start watching Transformers Prime, do you think you will ever review any episodes? That's a really good question. I haven't really thought about that, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Who knows? Shockwave44 asked me, do you think that the movie Shockwave could be closer to the G1 design? I don't think it could get any closer. They did their best to make Shockwave as recognizable as possible, and I'm glad he looks the way he looks, because Shockwave and Optimus Prime are the only two in the entire movieverse that look closest to their G1 counterparts. So they definitely did a good job with that, and I don't think it can get any better. Carlo John R. Limpin asked me, if you are Megatron, what are you gonna do if Starscream fails you? I'm gonna say, Starscream, you failed me yet again. Or I'm gonna say, you are an idiot, Starscream. I think that's what I would say. Ahmad Abdillah asked me, if you see a ghost, will you run away or run toward the ghost? I'll definitely run away. Ghosts scare the crap out of me. And the last question for this episode of Twitter Tuesdays. What Up I'm Awesome asked me, what site do you use to buy some of your imported toys, if I may ask? Thanks. That would be www.aegis3nup.com and plamoya.com, and sometimes at hlj.com. But if I ordered from hlj.com, I would usually order like a couple of items, not just one. And that's all the questions and answers that I have for you on this episode of Twitter Tuesdays. I promised you that I would answer more questions on this episode because I spent an entire episode answering one question, and that is how to make a good movie review. So if you want to ask me more questions, you can tweet them to me at RaginNation on Twitter, and I'll answer them on camera on Twitter Tuesdays. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter at RaginNation, and also like my Facebook page, The Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching another episode of Twitter Tuesdays. I'll see you next time. Peace. Suggested. But there are scenes of violence in terms of really spectacular action sequences. They have some fight scenes that are really well choreographed. And there's even this one shot which played out so beautifully because it was done all in one take, and it's the much talked about hallway fight